Cowboys Nation, or good afternoon if you're watching a little bit later. But hey, I just wanted to drop a video in the morning. Wednesday, we are getting ever so close to Sunday, and hopefully, I posted a tweet before I get started, man. Just make sure if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe, hit the like. It helps your boy out, helps the channel out. Doesn't cost you anything, but more importantly, appreciate all the new subscribers. I mean, we eclipsed over 250,000 views a few weeks ago. So the channel has just grown so fast. And it's a big thanks to you guys. Wouldn't be done without you. So definitely do appreciate all the support, especially on Twitter. You guys know where you can follow me, mtag1993 on Twitter, Instagram. But continue to just have some fun interacting with everyone. And obviously last week and getting to meet more and more Cowboys Nation is always a good thing. And we'll be out there for Detroit. Jimmy Johnson going to Ring of Honor, so that's going to be a lot of fun too. So anyway, getting to the game, we've already moved past the beating. We already knew that was going to happen. But now, to me, this is the stretch. You're talking about two road games back to back against good football teams. I know Miami lost, so we'll talk about Miami later. But Buffalo at Buffalo. It's going to be, thankfully, the Cowboy gods have been looking upon us so far this year, knock on wood, it's supposed to be 40 degrees, no sun, nice sunshine. Should be a great day for football. So definitely that's a plus. I was always concerned if it'd be one of them nasty days, snowy, this and that, and, anything could happen. So, but, I put a tweet out there and hopefully you guys remember this. It's a game I don't know. I don't think I'll ever forget on Thanksgiving when Buffalo came to the crib 4 years ago. And I know the names have changed. I know most of the players who were there aren't on the team anymore, but there's still some core guys there. But it was one of those games to me, the anger inside, because it was just humiliating. Didn't come out and play our best football. They basically mocked us the whole game, or after the game, especially near the end of the game, doing when the Dak, warm up was big, and also doing the Zeke, eating and stuff as they're eating turkey legs. It was kind of reminiscent. You hate when you like being on the other side of it. When Dak's eating turkey legs and we're having a good time this year, that always feels good, but it don't feel good when it's being done to you in your own crib. So I'm hopeful that the core Cowboys remember that day, because I know as a fan, I remember that day, and they got this chance to spit it back in their face, get some revenge, and hopefully put it on them. Buffalo's a dangerous team. It's not going to be a pushover. I know a lot of people, were confident. Buffalo came in and they beat Kansas City, but still, their defense has not looked really good. Josh Allen, he's going to turn the ball over, but he can get streaky. So obviously, they got their own digs. Running game isn't great. So it's going to be one of these games. I think we should win. We can win, but we got to go in there with the mentality that they had against Philly, the mentality that they've had in this, this winning streak. That's what you just hope they do. And obviously the crowd's going to be lit. It's going to be a tough environment. So it's going to be Josh Allen and Dak Prescott going head to head. And like I said, I hope they remember what happened on Thanksgiving. But more importantly, this is, again, another opportunity because of the media darling of Josh Allen. Some reason in some eyes he can't do no wrong. I don't get it. Turns the ball over more than anybody, but they don't really talk about it too much. But this Buffalo team had high expectations, and right now they're hanging on by a thread in the playoffs. So this is an opportunity for us to really hurt them and really hurt their chances and hurt their fans, demoralize them a little bit. So that's what I'm hopeful the Cowboys can do on Sunday afternoon. Again, we're going into the game fairly healthy. Obviously, Hankins, that's going to be obviously if he don't go, that's going to be a loss up the middle. But like I said, they're not a big bruise and running game. So I think we got the guys and we got some depth that can make up for that and hold the fort down until the time is really needed to get Hankins back in there. So I don't know, how they're going to stop this offense. Dak is just playing on another level right now. And it's funny. I was listening to James Jones, who played with the Packers, and beginning of the season, he said, now the McCarthy's got his, it's going to be his offense. He's doing things his way. You're going to see a different Dak. And sure enough, we have. And he said, "This is a Dak Prescott. You're not, this is not the aberration. This is going to be the norm." McCarthy has a great influence and impact on quarterbacks. You can go all the way down go down the line to his coaching, stops, and he's always done very well with quarterbacks, and they've always been very successful. And I guess this is going to be no different. Now, Dak was at this level before, but I think he's taken another step up. Just everything you're watching him do, it's great. And I know there's MVP talk and this that, but I'll be honest with you, I don't care. I don't care if he's MVP. I saw some Philly, people saying, "Well, Hurts finished second in the MVP." Touting that as like a accomplishment, a ribbon, or whatever. All I want is a Super Bowl championship. I don't want to go to the Super Bowl. I want to win it. I don't want to go to the playoffs. I want to get to the Super Bowl and get Super Bowl and win it. And if he gets MVP, great. If he doesn't, who cares? If we're hosting Lombardi, you can give the MVP to whoever the hell you want. But he deserves to be in that conversation of the top echelon quarterbacks in the NFL. There's no question about it. I mean, he's just playing, like I said, just at another level. The confidence is high. And that you look back to that San Francisco game, and it could be what they call the turning point. It could be the turning point for the team. It could be the turning point for him. And I know nothing matters. Going to have to get through San Francisco. More than likely, going to have to get through Philly again, which I said it before, and it's not a knock on Philly. It's not saying they're not a good team, but I just I was never worried about that game, and I wouldn't be worried about playing them again. I don't care where it's at. It can be Philly, it can be in the backyard, it can be at the Sandlot, it can be at the Blacktop, it can be wherever they want to play the game. I think Dallas beats them. San Francisco, on the other hand, is going to be a challenge, and I think it's more of a mental challenge than a physical one, because we've got the talent. It's just something they got to get over. But more importantly, the Bills. That's next, one game at a time. It's a very important game. We got to continue to keep pace and do what we got to do to win this division, because, I know the odds aren't high, but I tell you what, the Giants are starting to play some pretty decent football. They got nothing to lose, and they got something to play for. The concern I had for Philly trying to get some losses is Seattle, I think, is an opportunity. I think Philly's still reeling. I think Seattle's got the offense that could give them trouble. And then all they've got left are the Giants twice in Arizona. That's not what you'd hope for. But the Giants are playing for something. I can't believe I'm saying that, but the Giants are playing for an opportunity to get to the playoffs. I can't believe it, but it's better for us. We want that because now they're playing for something, and they've got some confidence. They got the Paisana in there. You got to like the Paisana, even though he's on the other team, but we beat the hell out of him. So not worried about that if that ever happened. But he's got this team playing with some confidence at quarterback, and you never know. I mean, they got nothing to lose. They're going to play for everything. So for Philly, you wonder if they lost to Seattle, how is their mental state going to be, even though they're going to the really, really, really bad part of their schedule at the end, probably when you want it most, maybe. But I like the Cowboys schedule because we got to fight as well. I mean, we're fighting all the way to the end, and that gets you, some momentum going to the playoffs. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. It's going to be hype. I mean, I cannot wait to get back to AT&T. But first things first, we got to handle that business against Buffalo. But again, if you guys are new to the channel, I drop a couple throwback videos every now and then, but we've done a ton of interviews with a lot of legends in the Cowboys world. I'm talking about Bob Lilly, Mr. Cowboy himself, Daryl Moose Johnston. We had Charlie Waters, great safety for the Cowboys in the 70s. Doug Cosby, one of my favorite tight ends growing up, into the 80s as a little kid. I mean, we've had so many. Coach Campo, Coach Switzer. So I dropped a Coach Switzer one little clip about Philadelphia because it was Philadelphia week and going through that 4th and 1. If you get a chance, you can go back and watch that. But watch the full interview. He gives such good insight on the Jimmy Johnson, Jerry Jones feud and kind of what his thought was, and taking over that team. There's just a lot of great stuff that we've done early on in the channel before we, started growing and growing. But definitely check it out. We had the defender of the star, George Teagan, earlier this week, and that was a dynamic interview. It was a lot of fun, and George gave such insight to the team today. Thoughts on McCarthy. He had the opportunity to be in the quarterback room during training camp and really, gave some insight to what McCarthy does, the impact that he has on the quarterback. So many good things going on with the channel, but we did a lot of stuff before. So we're moving forward, but there's nothing wrong with looking back, and the interviews that we did are timeless. So you can go back to the playlist. I keep them all in there. We've also had some rivals. We had some, we had guys from the Steelers talking about the rivalry with the Cowboys. We had Joe Washington from the Redskins talking about the Washington rivalry and how that was. So we had a lot of great content going in, and we've got a lot more. Just kind of put a hold on it because football season, you get so amped up week to week. They didn't want to cut it out, but we definitely got some good interviews set up for the offseason into the playoffs and things like that. So Cowboys Nation, I appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Live tonight, if you're checking out this video today, we'll be live tonight, normal time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. Kelly K9 and I will be back in the house. We're going to be getting you ready for Buffalo, talking about the game. So definitely come in. We love interacting with Cowboys Nation. That's the whole point of this channel, is just a place for fans to be. Express your frustrations, express your joy, love for the Cowboys, all that kind of good stuff. And you guys have a great day. And again, it's so awesome meeting everybody, every opportunity I get down at AT&T. It's a special thing for me. So I do appreciate it. Hit that like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you. Have a great day. Can you dig it?